So what are you guys planning on doing here?
That depends. That depends on who you're working for.
Yeah. What's really good with that?
I just, you know, we just been in here being honest with one another about what we really do. So he does what he does very well. I do what I do, and so we're gonna play some drums on top of some of the shit he already got.
We're gonna flip it. We're doing our extra credit.
We're gonna be musicians in here.
That's good.
The second one we'll listen to right there. Where it's, yep. Exclusiveness.
Oh, exclusiveness, man.
Exclusivity. Sorry, man.
Here we go. You want to go over here?
Yeah.
Yo, they got a hi-hat too, huh?
Yeah, they got a whole kit.
Where y'all going with this?
They got a whole kit.
Yeah, so you could straight up follow whatever our program is.
Yo.
We may have to do that. Get some tom rolls, some
Yep.
fills and shit like
Yep.
that in there. I think that'd be hot.
Can
Even
we
just
go
to
to
get
another
the
room
fills.
if we got to?
No,
Nah, really, we kind of stuck in here. Every other room's in use.
Okay.
but we could track in that studio right there, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
If we
don't know if
we're not sure. I want to know if we can.
It could be a possibility. I'd have to make sure that the mic lines is still connected into here. Because that room is actually mainly for that room next door.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
right.
But if we want to do a whole kit in here, that wouldn't be too big of a deal.
No.
I know that one
go over there.
Huh?
Yeah,
We
we
would have to
could,
go over there.
we could probably try to just set it up over there if y'all want. I can check into it real quick.
That's how I did it. Like with the guitarist I was
Yeah.
working with, his parts weren't laid out. I was like, yo, pick a number 1 to 50.
And he
And he picked the number. I was like, that's the Jones we're going with.
Yep.
That's the way
Sometimes
it
it
is.
works that way.
Alright, cool. That's what's good. I'm just talking about time.
Yep.
We're gonna do it.
They're going in there.
Oh.
You guys are coming in here?
No, there's just, I think Kevin's just making rounds.
Yes, thank you.
Tell the truth too.
Alright, he made the beat. And he wrote the rhymes. And he's performing. I'm just pressing play. You know what I'm saying? Now, last night, or actually this morning, before I hopped on the plane to get out here, my laptop crashed. So all my shit was gone. Everything I had was gone. So, you know, I spent a lot of time, you know, when we came here earlier to, you know, kind of get orientated and whatnot. But when we started, we spent, like, I had something that was pre-made, but it wasn't really matching what we was doing. So I pretty much did it from scratch. About an hour into it, you know, trying to get my sounds, find my sounds. I had to go download my sounds from like the back end of my website. So it was a hectic time. So I'm really glad or happy with what we came up with. So, you know, I hope y'all like it. I hope it don't sound like booty, crack, cheese shit. You know what I'm saying? Felipe came off, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So everything made from scratch, you know what I'm saying? Beats, rhymes, all that. So, yeah.
Alright, so my man Kevin pointed something out that you know, that some of these people are familiar with each other, some not so much. Can you speak on that? How familiar are you guys with each other?
Oh, I'll be honest, we had to ask each other's names, and he asked me if I heard this shit. I had to ask him if, you know, vice versa. And we were honest with each other, and we weren't familiar with one another, but that didn't matter. We got lucky though too. He found a sample. He was like, okay, I spit a couple things. He's like, okay, I see where you're coming from. picked a sample, and then was like, okay, here's all these drum loops or drum sounds I have. Pick a number between 1 and 50. And the first one I picked 13. That's a traditional Aztec number. I picked 13, and that happened to be exactly what we needed, so it worked out.
I tried back of that shit and tell me who produced that shit, and I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Put him on speakerphone. I was like, abilities, I bet you $30 right now. You got a fucking.
I breathe this shit, put it in my lungs, inhale, exhale, shape it with my tongue. I lay it on the earth and then bake it in the sun, season it and feed it and then flake it off the trunks. I speak with depression about the things I live through, putting on the back and rapping, giving culture in handfuls. I tell you, test to watching elders in my council and washing the vessel. I step to you tall, cause my inches are solid. I'm watching you fall, cause I hit you in content. Taught you lesson, Jim, you know nothing about me. Last thing that you heard was give it to him wildly. This is street rebel music. Exhale, breathe life into the movement. This is morning rap, this is a movement. Frontline, fuck love you down for the movement. This is street rebel music. Exhale, breathe life into the movement. This is morning rap, this is a movement. Frontline, fuck love you ready for the movement. Felip&X, Felip&X, Los Nativos, Lantage Entertainment. And apparently I'm gonna host the rest of the show. Who's next?